Hey, welcome back everyone, Toys is here, and I'm back yet again with yet another DC Multiverse video, courtesy of my friends over at McFarlane Toys, and today we're going to be checking out their entirety of the brand new Titans wave, or as I like to call them, the Teen Titans, but I get it, they're getting a little old now. Nightwing is the first figure in this Beast Cake Beast Boy collect-to-build wave. You get to see on the back side, nice art of said Beast Boy, all the parts and pieces that will make said Beast Boy, and then all the figures you can collect to then build said Beast Boy. Here's the barcode as well. Look for these to start hitting toy shelves in and around April, we'll say. Figure number 2 is Donna Troy, newcomer to the DC Multiverse line. Nice to have a brand new figure. Here's the barcode for her, along with Raven. Every good Teen Titans wave definitely needs a solid looking Raven. And here's the barcode for her as well. And last but not least, we have Roy Harper, Speedy, but you can use his grown-up name of Arsenal. And here's the barcode for Arsenal. So you got all the barcodes now when you want to scan them when they start hitting the store shelves. So this is going to be fun. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new McFarlane Toys Titans wave featuring Nightwing, Donna Troy, Raven, and Arsenal. And while I got all you puffy yumis here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my DC Multiverse videos. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates. Guarantee you'll find something here that you like. So, here's everything out of the packaging. A little light on accessories for some figures, let's just be honest. Gonna try this a different way. We're just gonna look at the figure in the entirety and all the weapons and yada yada. First one up, Dick Grayson. Nightwing gets a new figure. I say new in the sense that he has new parts and pieces, but it's largely that more teen body mold going on. In hand, he's a lot better, I'll just say. I wasn't a big fan of him when I saw the initial press photos. Peg holes, some reuse on the legs. You get the idea. The head portrait is much better. I like the blue that they've gone with this time around. He's a better looking Nightwing, but he's not like, yes, wow, you absolutely need this Nightwing. You know what I mean? He's got the updated articulation, which is fine, but he can't hold anything. He doesn't have swap out hands, and he doesn't have his Eskrima sticks, and he can't hold anything related to the Bat family in terms of gadgets. So that's why this figure is largely like, dang it. Why? You know what I mean? He doesn't have much of an ab crunch, that's for sure. And with the articulation that he has, you can get him going with all those acrobatic poses. And I like that they put the blue trim around his boots. But as you can see, yeah, it's a reuse of the legs. And it was like almost there. You know what I mean? Like almost there. You get the blue to line up every so often if you want, but then it won't line up on the front. You know what I mean? It's just, you get that many articulation points. You get the idea. He can't hold anything. He just got fisted hands. So that's why, in all honesty, I'm just going to tell you, he's the bottom of the wave. For me, he's just okay, but the lack of doing anything else with this figure, yeah, that's the main gripe. However, if you were to just have the new Nightwing Gotham Knights figure in your collection, you could pop his hands off and put them on this Nightwing. Eskrima sticks and all, however, the paint will not match up. As you see, it stops right there at the wrist. For those of you that are customizers out there, have at it. But if you are interested in having some kind of weapon holding hands for this Nightwing, well, there you go. I figured it out for you. Moving on, we have Arsenal. Much better figure when compared to Nightwing, original sculpts, right? That's always nice to see. That's always nice to see. I'm very happy when they do that because he looks good. He's even got the tattoos on his arm. Now, on this side, you're going to have to rearrange the bicep right there to kind of get it going, which is fine. On this side, it's like he stepped into a tattoo parlor drunk one night, right? Poison, a skull. They're applied nicely, but they're just the worst tattoos ever. Just saying, Roy Harper. You were probably on a bender. We all saw those comics back in the day. He comes with a bow. It's red, and it has a gray string. It's rubberized. You could pull on it. You could do that if you'd like. But there's no arrow for him to hold. He does have a bundle of arrows, a la Legend of Zelda, right? Which you can fit into the quiver, and it stays in there nicely. And if you just pull the arm back, it looks like he's going to be fishing one out. But that's where I think one singular arrow would have been great in making and elevating this figure, because now he's just kind of doing that. You know what I mean? He has no arrows. You can pull the quiver off his back, simply just pegs in just like so. it can be a little loose, I'm just saying. Sometimes you hit it wrong, it pops right off. But it's really this aspect of the costume, right? He has a full red bodysuit on, but when those straps come into play, it cuts it off wrong, and now he's looking like he's wearing some negligee, right? So that's the only standouts to me. In all honesty, everyone I showed, they were in agreement. I'm sure you'll agree too. Does it detract from the figure? I mean, not really. It's just kind of a funny thing. You look at it, you see it, you can't unsee it. He's got good articulation. I like the big goggles. I like the hat. It's a very different look, right? But it's updated. It's new Titans. I get it. Would I want a classic Speedy? Heck yeah. But this isn't a bad figure at all. It's just kind of wackadoo in some areas. Next up is Raven. Raven comes with 2 energy power effects, which, hey, that's always nice to see. A superhero coming with superhero power effects. If you look right here, you can see her hands are sculpted in. Now, these simply just peg on. You remove the hands, you peg these in. You get the idea. I do wish that you could kind of sort of see her hands, because as you'll soon see, when you attach them, they kind of just look like you've chopped her hands off and she has fire blade hands, right? If that makes any sense. Raven herself is a definite highlight of this wave. I really love this figure. I think that this came out great. It is more of her modernish take of a costume, which I'm totally cool with. Kind of reminds me of the old Teen Titans cartoon show in many ways. She's got one solid texturized cape. That looks good. The bodysuit, the blue, the black, all intermingles well with her red and gold belts. She's got her amulet. These little parts right here are gummy, so don't worry about breaking those off. And the head portrait with the hair and everything else looks good. She's got some solid articulation for the new female body. No problems whatsoever. The hands, more of a summoning hand and a fisted hand. See, I think that's where extra hands do come in handy, but I'll take the power effects. I like how the hood turns, the whole thing turns, but it looks like it's all one solid piece. That's some nice aesthetics right there. If I do say so myself, then you got some fairly decent ab crunch. She'll go back a whole heck of a lot more than she'll go forward. She'll twist, though. She'll go side to side. So no problems again whatsoever with the articulation. I think that this is a nice step forward in terms of McFarlane articulation. You got the feet, you got the toes, you get the idea. Sometimes you'll have to refocus the legs within the crotch piece, but totally works. So when you want to pop off the hands and then insert the power effects, you see what I mean? You can see the peg right there. You can't really see her hand unless you're really looking at it, but it does come across as I have fire hands now. So maybe a little extra paint or something they could have done to show more that her hands are in there, because otherwise it's just like, boom, here's my fire effect hands. Which brings us to Donna Troy, which again is a fantastic figure. They did a great job. That's a cool head portrait, very pretty looking face, lipstick, the eyes, all that kind of stuff really stands out. And the body is great as well. For those of you who are wondering why she's wearing an Aquaman belt, she's not. The A is for Amazon. Donna Troy is an Amazon. Just Google it. But the articulation is pretty solid. You get her arms going every which way. The shoulder pauldrons really don't get in the way. They'll work with you. She's got biceps. She's got double jointed elbows. She's got her hands. It's the usual articulation you'd expect. The sword is nothing to write home about. The sword could have used a wash. It kind of looks like a child's birthday party sword or something you'd win at a carnival. You know what I mean? It's just lacking. It's got great detail, don't get me wrong, but it looks like a little flimsy plastic sword. You know what I mean? Not befitting of an Amazon. Nice ab crunch, waist, the legs. I particularly like the paint scheme that she has going on. She's got some toe articulation, yada, yada. I love the stars. This one, the ladies took the wave on this one for me. Donna Troy and Raven both are the highlights of this wave, which is great to see. I think a lot more people have been wanting some female action figures in their DC Multiverse, and these two ended up being some great additions to the line. So definitely out of all the figures we looked at thus far, definitely get Donna Troy and Raven. So if you end up getting all 4 figures though, well, then you can build Beast Cake, Beast Boy, or Green Beast, or the Hulk, right? This kind of does look like, as many people have said, Hulk from Endgame, right? When he's wearing the suit in many ways, except now he's green and he's Beast Boy. It's very much a different take for Beast Boy. It's kind of jarring to me. He's a big, hefty, heavy figure, so he's got that going on. Not so much great articulation, we'll say, in the upper diaphragm. Kind of goes back and forth more so than anything, if anything. He's got some waist. You'll kind of have to readjust his diaper piece. Not going to lie. It keeps kind of falling down when you want to move him around. The legs are solid. They'll kick out. Be very careful when you articulate this guy. Every part right here with the jagged pieces is sharp as heck. I don't know why. It's kind of funny. But just keep that in mind when you're articulating them. And then don't get your fingers trapped when you replace the joints. I've done that many times. It hurts. Then you got some feet articulation, The Rock, and he's got his painted toenails and his fingernails. They went to town with the paint on this guy, and it reflects as a very well done collect-to-build figure for the McFarlane line. It's one of the best that they have done thus far. And that really is saying something, because at least all the parts and pieces stay on. Now, to look at all of these figures now, we have a bunch of teen superhero sidekicks, and we're really starting to build out the collection, which is fantastic, because now being in year 4, it's nice to see all these different characters lining up, even though the costumes really don't match with one another, you know, different iterations, yada yada, even putting Batgirl, Superboy, you get the idea. They all look great together, and for the most part, they're all pretty much in the same range of the height that each one should be. When you want to compare counterparts, Wonder Woman and Donna Troy, they're roughly the same size. As much as I know about Donna Troy, I mean, I guess that works. But of course, we do need a comic book Wonder Woman, right, to get things started. Batman with Dick Grayson, and just to put him next to Batgirl, I think this Dick Grayson definitely works a lot better, even though I'll say over and over again, he's got his issues. Big issues, right, with holding anything. At least it's a little bit better, but that's not really saying much, to be honest with you. Roy Harper and Green Arrow being from the recent Page Punchers wave. These relatively go together, although I would like a more classic-ish looking Green Arrow, but for the time being, these don't look too shabby at all. And then we have Beast Boy and Beastcake Beast Boy. And I will tell you, both are great in their own respective ways. At least Beastcake is an entirely new figure. The Beast Boy Walmart one is a repaint. So that is going to wrap it up for my look at the brand new McFarlane Toys, the Titans Beastcake Beast Boy collect-to-build wave. And again, thank you to McFarlane Toys for sending these out for the purposes of this video. And as always, you've heard my thoughts, but now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Titans. Which Titans members would you like to see them do? For me, yeah, we got to do Cyborg, right? Cyborg that can fit with these, and then also a Starfire. Hopefully, those are on the slate. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, now you can go watch the old Teen Titans cartoon and Teen Titans Go, and the new season of the Titans is coming as well. Check out that new Robin costume. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.